honest with you right now. I've made about 4 cups of tea so far today, and I have snuck a second cookie from the tin because frankly, these are the things that are keeping me going. Earlier this morning, I was on a call with a colleague, and with a number of colleagues, one of the guys was talking about something I'm genuinely interested in. But halfway through what he was saying, I found myself grabbing for my phone and starting to look up that dress that my daughter loves for prom, but it's way too expensive. Is it available in dupe? And then I started feeling guilty that I was looking for a dupe of a dress. And meanwhile, I was staring at the camera, nodding along and realizing I hadn't heard a word he'd said. Because here's what's also happening right now. Prom is in a few weeks. My mum has cancer again. This is the 4th time our family has faced this. We lost Dad during lockdown. I couldn't be there with him in the end, though I'd had a beautiful few days with him just a few months before when there was a trans-Tasman bubble. I said goodbye, thinking I would be back in just a few weeks. And tonight I'm getting on a plane to Adelaide so I can be with my mum for surgery on Saturday. And when this video goes live, we'll already know how that went. Because that's the reality, isn't it? We're doing well at work. We're capable. We're at the top of our game in so many ways. But we can't keep ourselves focused for an entire conversation. There are just too many balls in the air. And if you ask me right now, what do you actually want? I'm not sure I'd give you a clear answer because nobody ever asks that. They assume they know us. They assume because we've handled everything before, we're fine, and we will handle this too. Just the other day, hubby and I were talking about our daughters, how they're settling into our new life here in Bangkok. He looked at me and he said, "Well, it's different for you though, isn't it? You've done this so many times, you just get on with it." He's right. I have moved a lot. But that doesn't mean I don't need anything. It's always the way, isn't it? The more capable you are, the more you're given to do. And everyone assumes that's fine because you get on with it. I'm at much as fault as he is. I haven't asked for any help either. Partly because I'm not even sure what I'd ask for. What I do know from my own life and from the women that I have worked with for nearly a decade is that what we're searching for is freedom. Freedom of time to choose when we pour ourselves into others and when we pour into ourselves. Freedom of finances, because there is nothing more quietly demoralizing than having to ask for permission before booking a family holiday. Freedom of choice. To do what actually fuels us, more of what feeds our soul. So how do we get there? It starts by knowing your strengths, knowing what lights you up, and knowing how you want to build use both to build something that actually fits who you are now, not who you were 10 years ago. I know how hard this is. I've been there. I've had the moment where I had outgrown my old life without realizing it, where who I was no longer fit who I was becoming. And do you know what? It was showing up with how I treated the people I love the most. I was snapping at the girls over nothing, literally spilled milk. And I didn't understand why I felt this internal frustration and why it just kept building. Now I'm on the other side of it and I can see it clearly. Because here's the thing that no one else tells you. The way you're feeling right now, that restlessness, the exhaustion, the quiet disappointment that you don't feel more positive given everything you've built, that is completely normal. It is not a flaw. It is just a season. Just like every other season of life that we've navigated. We just haven't been told to expect this one. What's different is what you choose to do with it. If you choose to move forward with courage, with honesty, with someone walking alongside you, everything changes. And that's why I'm here. That's why I've created this channel. I'm going to share my experiences, my learnings, and some of the honest conversations about what it really takes to build what's next without abandoning yourself in the process. So I invite you to pour yourself a cuppa. I have a lot to share with you.